Good morning, guys. My camera is probably shaking a little bit. It is 9 something in the morning and I was up a little earlier. I think I woke up at like around 7, but I was just in bed. I had a rough start to my morning. I was getting in my head a bit about just life, really, you know. And I'm looking a little rough, okay? I'm looking rough right now, but I didn't do anything yet. I'm literally just just getting out of bed. And I wanted to start making some tea for the day because it's gonna take a little while on the pot. So I figured let me do that first, then I'll continue on with the rest of my day, brush my teeth. I wanna go on the balcony, journal for a little bit, and then I wanna do some yoga. In sesh before I do my yoga, because I feel like I really need to just, I'm starting to use you know, the trees as like more in a intentional way, just so I can fully meditate, because it definitely helps me meditate. It helps me receive downloads, and I don't know, I've been feeling kind of just like, I don't know if I want to say lost, because I know exactly where I want to go in life, but like where I am right now is just, you know, I'm just in a transitional period, and I feel like I really need help, you know, from God and my guides, honestly. So I want to sesh before I meditate and do some yoga and listen to some amazing healing music while I do so. But we're just gonna start by making this tea. So let me show you guys what we're making. So I love putting a bunch of things in my teas. Like, it's nice to have like a concentrated tea, like with just turmeric or ginger. Like, I love ginger tea alone, but lately I've just been loving putting in a bunch of different herbs and making a concoction, because not only is it beneficial because you're taking in more than one herb, but it also tastes so good in my opinion. So I have to label this, but this is marshmallow root. I love marshmallow root. It's great for the gut. It's also good for sore throats if you're sick. And I think it's good for the immune system as well. We got turmeric. I keep it in the fridge because I realize turmeric molds really fast if you leave it out. So I'm gonna have to wash these before putting them in the pot and cut them up into slices. But turmeric is one of my favorite herbs because it's anti-inflammatory, and also it smells and tastes delicious in tea. Then we have my little last bit of burdock root. I also keep this in the fridge to keep it fresh. Yeah, burdock root is amazing. It cleanses the blood, great for the immune system as well. And then we're gonna add, I'm thinking like 2 more. This one is like my favorite herb in general. Like, I use this for a lot of different reasons. Calendula, I love calendula, guys. Like, it's so beneficial for the skin, externally and internally. It's also good for the gut and for inflammation. And then I'm debating if I want to add the nettle in there, because I really want to try it. And I don't know, guys, it's like, do I want to add it in this tea or make it alone so I can just taste it like in its glory without all the other herbs mixed with it. I also have dandelion root too that I still really want to try as well. Dandelion is a great cleanser for the blood. It purifies the kidneys. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I don't know if I want to add this in yet. I do want to make a video about nettle for my Instagram, so I don't know, I might just save it for that, but at the same time I really want to add it in there. We got like lots of herbs. I will say the Some of the other herbs, taste-wise, you don't really taste like that much when you're putting it all together. The calendula you'll definitely taste. Turmeric, of course, you'll definitely taste, and the marshmallow root you actually taste and smell. But the marshmallow is very earthy. So yeah, I'm gonna start my day off with making some tea, and that way, by the time I'm done journaling, it should be good to go. I'm gonna brush my teeth and wash my face and everything before I go on the balcony. But yeah, let's just get our day started. So, something that I try to focus on when staying present in my daily life is body movement, whether it's yoga or working out in some form, or even I run sometimes around my neighborhood. But today we're going to be gymming, just a quick, short gym sesh. I don't try to push myself so hard. I just make sure that I do the best that I can. And if I am capable of pushing myself in the gym, then I will.
If you close your eyes, get a taste of that moment. If you breathe deep and you hold it hard as you float inside, feel your pain take flight. Take that saltwater ocean to remind you of
it be so like divine timing. So here's what I wrote.
Anything like, school-wise, whatever it was that I got into, I was very adaptable. My intelligence grew very quickly in subjects, really fast. No matter what it was, whatever the environment. But what held me back was I always thought about things. Always. That genius part of me, could see what I needed to do, but it could also see how what I needed to do could fail. And that's just like I was speaking about earlier, letting the negative thoughts get there first. Lil Trav was just he just needed somebody to tell him to let go, it'll be fine. Do that shit. If you fail, it's fine. You do it again. You keep going. Don't think about the shots you're gonna miss. Don't think about, the swings that don't think about striking out.
So in order for me to have more energy, I keep my energy to myself. You know what I mean? Like that, it just makes sense. I want to drop them, but it seems like I'm being used at this point.
Listening to podcasts is probably one of my favorite things to do at the moment, other than watching videos or scrolling. I like to listen to other like-minded people, and it's like having a conversation without having a conversation, So I just recently started listening to this couple. I'm gonna have their podcast on the screen, but yeah, they always have beautiful conversations. This one that I was watching now, it was a really beautiful conversation, and I love seeing healthy Black couples together as well, and just healthy couples in general, but especially Black love. I freaking love that. So this couple was like very healing, and yeah, this is like one of my favorite pastimes. There's so many different podcasts I like to listen to, but if you guys have any suggestions too of different podcasts that you listen to that you think I might like, definitely let me know in the comment section, because I love finding new things to listen to. So I'm down for any suggestions.
Like that's kind of what it is too. Don't be a motherfucking bargain. Like, hey, I always purchase this because shit, I get all of this out of it. And all I gotta do is give a hey. I mean, yeah. You know when she says she get I
One word,
like,
yeah.
I've tried to open up to them and make it back and forth, and I get a yeah. On me. Cool. Yeah. Like type.
In this part of their conversation, they were talking about when you give your all to your friends or to other people around you, you give them a listening ear, and when it's time for you to need the same type of care, no one's around or no one's available. And they're basically just saying, if you see this happening in your life, just take a step back from them, because it's not an equal relationship at that point. It's just like a one-sided relationship, basically. Somebody's taking and not reciprocating that same care that you're gonna need eventually. And I think that's so important in all relationships that you have. It shouldn't just be one-sided. You need to have someone. Oh my gosh, I'm eating an apple. It's making me burp like crazy. Sorry. Yeah, you need to have friends and family, a spouse that's gonna give you the same amount of care that you give them, and vice versa. You can't be a taker all the time, you know? Some relationships are gonna be transactional, but that shouldn't be the basis of all your relationships, especially if there is somebody who you consider to be a close friend and they're not reciprocating the same love. It's gotta go. So now later in the day, I decided to cook a meal for me and Marvin, and I wanted to try something new. I feel like I've made chickpea curry before, but this time around it came out delicious. Like, I'm honestly so proud of myself. But I always like to say food is medicine, because it literally is. I feel like it's nothing else. Food what you're putting in your body is affecting your body. Like, it's either fueling it or, hurting it. So I try to be very aware of the foods I'm putting in my body, and I love to cook. I feel like it's so therapeutic. It's so relaxing, especially when I have time to cook and I'm not rushing, and I can focus on the recipe and really put love into my food, because it tastes so much better when you're putting love into your food. Like, I just love it. I love food, and I'm a plant-based diet right now, so this chickpea curry, definitely recommend trying if you haven't already. It's super easy to make and quick and filling and high protein. Everything that I need, Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.